Yeah, yeah.
Let me get Randy.
Coming in here?
Cause she can just join after. Shut the door.
Okay, Bray at 39 minutes.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what she was lying. I'll start off by saying, Baylor's a really good team, and they played a really good game. But I'm proud of my team, the way they fought back. And we had a large deficit. We couldn't find an answer at sometimes guarding their on-ball situations, especially in the third quarter. But then we fought, we stayed with it, we made some adjustments, they executed, and that group did a really good job together, staying cohesive, together, and they believed, and they did a great job of fighting, scratching, doing whatever they needed, even with foul trouble, and finding a way to come back in the game. I went down the stretch, executed last-second plays, and did a really good job, and gave ourselves a chance to win the game. So I'm proud of us.
Just describe the last few minutes of overtime, the 2 shots you tried to get to keep your team back in it.
Yeah, I think I work on those shots. I'm confident in those shots. Last second shots, I got to get it up there, so kind of just chucking it up there. But we played a hard game. I'm proud of my teammates. I'm proud of my youngins. They balled out tonight. Maylene and Lauren, they put up some really good minutes, and so I'm just proud of them. I'm proud of our fight, and those one game, those are going to fall, so we just got to keep working.
And we knew we were shorthanded today. We knew Montea was really important for this team. Montea's out. Katarina's out. So we knew we were shorthanded, especially that's 2 of our forwards. So it was important that Isis had to step up and play big, and she came out ready to play and focused and did everything that she was supposed to. Even made a last-second play that's a very hard play and did a great job. So she played her hearts out, but we just got to get a little bit more depth and figure out a way to win with the whole team.
Obviously not the result you guys wanted, but only 11 turnovers today, which I think is a season low. I could be wrong, but
Absolutely.
yeah. Just talk about what was working for you guys as far as like keeping control of the ball today.
Just being confident. We work on handles, we work on passing, things like that. Just playing under control, trying to make the right pass, not trying to make the hard passes. And I think we just keep getting better with that each game.
When you look at our freshmen starting, Lauren, as a freshman, starting this game, playing almost 30 minutes, has 0 turnovers. And then you look at Mylene. Mylene had 1 turnover. So those are 2 freshmen starting against a veteran team. That's a better team. A better team right now, more depth, more experience, all seniors. And then they only had 1 turnover together. So that's remarkable. So credit to them.
Brea came out and had 4 quick points, and then it seemed like she wasn't getting the ball and didn't score again until way late.
Yeah.
What was the problem with getting her the ball?
Well, they were doing a really good job of congesting, so we don't want to force it. If she does a really good job. If she draws 2, then someone is open. So on the secondary action, we continue to score. So let's say we run a certain action for Brea. Then they're heavy on her, 2 on her. Well, what was open was off of the secondary action. Isis was wide open, and that's how she was scoring so much, and she was taking advantage of it. We told her before the game she had to be aggressive, and she did that. So that was good. She stepped up when they want to put a lot of attention to Brea, and it was good. I think down the stretch, what really hurt us was the offensive rebounds. So if you take away the offensive rebounds, we win the game. The Bugs came in and did a really good job in the second half, and they continued to have. There was 1 possession, I think they had 3 or 4 at one time. So those are the little things as a young team. They can't happen to win a game down the stretch, even in a possession ball game.
How would you describe just, how you saw the 2 inbounds plays, how they came together for you to get those 2 buckets to get the team going?
We just work on it in practice, so it's just the same play we do every day. So I was pretty confident that Jada was going to set a good screen.
And Jada found her. And those are stressful situations down the stretch, tight ball game, to have the courage to pass. So it's not easy.
That wasn't me.
It was Mylene.
Oh, it was Mylene.
Give Maylene her credit. I set the screen.
Oh, so the screen. Okay, yeah, so the screen. Yeah, so Mylene, that's a really good. The freshmen did well. Asking for a lot for 2 freshmen to come in against really good guards. Two 6-years. One's a 5th year, one's a 6th year, or they might both be 6 years. Walker and Andrews, some of the best in the conference, both double digits. They shoot 48% from the 3. Good players, and for our 2 freshmen to come in and do their job, that's remarkable. I'm really proud of them.
You did set the screen on the first one.
Yeah,
to get her
that's the
down.
one that got her open.
Yeah, it got
back
open on the
screen.
first inbounds play there. Adia, just drawing those two plays up, just were those normal inbounds plays, were those special for that
Yeah,
situation?
well, like at the end, you have to get a shot fast out of it, but I think it comes down to the screen because it's hard to switch in those situations because it's going to be a guard post switch. So typically you can't switch in that situation, but you have to set a good screen to get open. I think there was just Mylene saw the opening because either you're going to score on that backside or you're going to score on the other side. So they did a good job executing it, but it's just something we do. We practice and practice, and we've been intentional the last 2 or 3 weeks, really focusing on last second situations because we're young, and if throughout the game, because we're young, we make a lot of mistakes because there's some adjustments we wanted to make. When they did a certain action, remember we were going 2-3. Well, we're young, so 4 people would be in 2-3, one person wouldn't, and that happened numerous times. But this veteran team made us pay with threes, so those are things as we get more experience that we can't let happen. Or there was a time where we're down, and we're supposed to be in 55 red, and 4 people are, one person isn't, and that's the youth, though. So that's stuff you have to show on film. You have to practice every day. I feel like we're doing that, so we have to be able to convert and do that in games. And like I said, we're young, and it's not easy.
Jada, you had a rough time for a while and then came out, and then when you went back in, things fell in line for you. So during that time you were on the bench, what did you see? How'd you regroup so you could be effective down the stretch?
I think for me, my shot falling doesn't determine how hard I play. I'm still going to play defense and try to be that leader for my teammates, and I know that's my role in the team. So on the bench, I'm still being a cheerleader. I'm not even thinking about the shots that I took in the first half or whatever the case may be. So just get on the bench, being a cheerleader. They went on an amazing run when I was on the bench, and I'm proud of that. So just being a cheerleader, telling my freshmen, helping out my bigs from the bench, doing everything I can from the bench. When I come in, I do my job.
2 questions from PJ Brown. What was behind the aggressiveness of ISIS today?
I was open,
Oh,
so I shot it when I was open because my coaches have been on me to shoot it when I'm open.
And I thought the team did a really good job. Well, the team did a really good job of finding her, being intentional about giving it to her, and she was confident enough to take it. And I think that once you hit your first couple shots, and then you have the confidence to do it and you convert, and she did a really good job. And then
think-
stayed with it.
In practice, she's a killer.
Does that every day.
Like, she drives from the 3-point line. She does all this, and then in the game, she, thinks that's not her role. But, we've been stressing her, we need you to do those. We need you to shoot at least 9 times. Come on, bro. You be killing in practice. So I think just giving her that confidence in the game and just staying on her, being a cheerleader is kind of what we've been doing.
So now we expect that every game, PJ. Put that on in bold print in the paper. And then I'm tired. She's tired, but that's okay. Made her shot, and she played probably a season. How many minutes did she play? 39.36, and doing a lot of aggressive defense on the top of our press. So really good, and still made the shots. That's good. She's in good shape.
Last question, what does a comeback like this, even though falling short, do for a young team like this?
I think we've kind of been in these situations before, so I think for our freshmen, it just gives them confidence to know that we can hang with these really good teams. We're in a really good conference. We're going to play games like this probably every game. And so I think just coming out here, going into practice, being confident, being mentally prepared, focusing on this, and knowing that this is the level of intensity that we're going to face every night.
There's no more questions. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.